Okay, so basically the way I wash my face is I get my face wet first, and then I put just a dime-sized amount of cleanser, foam it up, and then apply it to my face. So let's do that. When I'm doing a double cleanse, I like to use the Just Say Off first because that's going to get away the dirt, the grime, the oils, and then so when you go in for a second cleanse, which I always suggest a double cleanse, you can either use this again or you can use something with some exfoliation power to it. Okay, so that is about as much of the Just Say Off cleanser that you would want, or normal cleanser. Foam that up, and I hope I have enough water going on. And normally, when I cleanse my face and my neck, I get everything. I usually do this in the bathroom, and I take off my shirt, my bra, everything, because I know I'm gonna get it everywhere. So you notice I've taken this over the lids. This is a gentle cleanser. You could take it over the lids. Make sure you get the corners of your nose, place where excess oils accumulate. And you don't have to do this, but I'm constantly this is just a little move I do to start get the lymph out of this area where it always collects, right? And so we'll wash this off. I'm gonna go wash this off. Okay, and then I would prepare for my second cleanse. You can either do a second cleanse with the same cleanser, that's no problem at all. Or a lot of times I like to grab an exfoliating cleanser and let it do its work now, because now it doesn't have to get through any of the oil or the makeup. It has a sort of a clean palette to do some exfoliation and further cleanse the skin. You always like to double cleanse because the first time removes the dirt, the grime, the makeup, and the second time gets into the pores. So it's just a more professional way of cleansing, and that way you get less breakouts and all your products absorb better. So my face has gotten dry. I'm going to go ahead and wet it down again. So this time I'm going to go in with the Scrub Away the Day. And once again, that's about all you need. Now this one, I wouldn't take it over the eye area because it has those little tiny jojoba beads in it. And when those break down, before they break down, I think they're irritating to my eyes at least. You want to get those in the eyes. And like I said, I would normally be doing chest, full neck. Trying to set up my camera above my sink, but I couldn't get it to configure right where it wasn't like blinding you guys with lights, and just didn't work. So I said, this is the perfect area to do. Once again, that little movement to help start clearing the lymph. And that's it. Now I'm going to splash this off. Okay, I just got a water softener, and it always feels so sort of slick instead of, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling if you have a water softener. I know you know what I'm talking about. Comment below and let me know how you like that. It's such a strange feeling, but I think I like it. So I left my face the slightest bit damp, not completely soaking. I want my next step to glide on, and my next step is a serum. So you've done a double cleanse, now you want to do your serum. At this point you can do a serum or an essence, but really you want to go from the thinnest in consistency to the heaviest. So the most water-like in consistency to, the thickest cream. And then the very end would be an oil or your sunscreen during the day. So this is recovery. I would do 1 pump, and then I slather. And it's usually 4 to 6 drops, but they started putting it in this airtight, light tight container, so it's actually spill proof, no more droppers. But I like this because 1 pump is about 4 to 6 drops, maybe a little. Didn't do a full pump, but it's about 4 to 6 drops, and that little bit of dampness on my face helps this spread. I get rid of the eyes, I get it everywhere, earlobes, everywhere. And then when we're done with this will absorb, usually just soaks right in within about 60 seconds. I will go in with an essence. Now, essences are usually very water-like, and so you could change up this position. Say you had washed your face and then had to go answer the door or answer a phone call, and then your face dried down. You could go in with this, put this on, and then if it's very water-like in consistency, and this essence is, and then put your recovery on, because you would have that slip and glide. You'd have some moisture to help the recovery go in, because the thing is 4 to 6 drops on bone dry skin doesn't go very far. So I like to have a little bit of just a cushion of water, a cushion of moisture to help that glide and spread everywhere. So this is the new Vita-C. I love this stuff. Did a video on this last week, so I do about a dime-sized amount. Okay, and you really probably want to put this. I apply it, like I lean back and apply it directly to my face most of the time. So you pat this in just to get it spread, and it's spreading pretty well because my face is a little bit saturated from my first step. This stuff is wonderful. All right. So instead of doing an essence, you can also do some other serum, but my serum in this would be my recovery, because that's my preferred. If I could only do one serum and one essence, I would do these. At this point, you could go in with the Triple C or Brighten the Day or any other sort of more viscous serum if you wanted to. But for the sake of keeping things simple, I'm going to go in with my moisturizer, which is the Promoter Cell Repair Cream, which is this guy. Okay, so I got, this is a little more than a dime-sized amount. And this stuff is so stretchy. I love this stuff. So at this point, you would put on your High Performance Moisturizer. And once again, I said, I normally put this all the way on my chest. I put it just everywhere. And I forgot my eye cream. Okay. This feels so good. Do your earlobes, even back of your neck if you wanted to. This stuff dries down to a sort of a matte finish. So at this point, you would put on your eye cream. Now, eye creams can be put on at 2 different points. I generally like to put them on right after the cleanser, but I actually forgot in this case. So this is the Neogenesis Eye Serum. I love this because I can put it right on top of my lids, and I can't do that with anything. This is so gentle. Gentle yet powerful. It's a gentle giant. Yep. So I would put it right above there, and it's just the tiniest amount. You saw that. And at this point, we would put on our SPF. This is a Sculptra SPF 50. This is a sun cushion. So it just opens up, and just dab a few. And people always ask me, do I have to put a teaspoon amount of this on? And I'm like, no. I think what people don't realize is that American sunscreens are highly regulated, and so that's really stunted any ingenuity and innovation in the sunscreen field. It's a shame, but they're highly, highly regulated, and it's just hard to get them to. New sunscreen ingredients and stuff are very hard to get approved. So not so in Japan and Korea. So you don't need a teaspoon of this. You would look a little crazy if you had a teaspoon of this. So this is nice because you just dot it and then you blur it. And it's just a blurring SPF 50. Kind of like a BB cream. It covers a little bit, blurs things, and if you wanted, you could put your makeup on top of this. Or you can do some bronzing powder, bronzing cream would be good. And that's it. That's my daytime routine. Oh, I forgot. If I want a really dewy appearance, I'll grab my Sculptra Mist. Grab my Sculptra Mist and just go